I've been a Pixel user probably since the Pixel 2 XL, which I would say was probably Google's best Pixel device to this date. And ever since I got the device, with each year that Google released a new version of its Pixel phones, I find myself getting more excited, especially as we get to this time of year. Now it's October, and that means that the launch of the Google Pixel 6 is right around the corner. I mean, like literally a few weeks away. And with that being the case, I wanted to take some time to talk about things that I'm really excited for with the Google Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro. Now my hope is that Google can somehow recapture some of what made the previous iterations of the Pixel so special, and with the Pixel 6 make the smartest smartphone. Now first we have to talk about the specs. Now mind you, these are all rumored, none of it is confirmed by Google, and from what I've seen, I'm pretty excited. It looks like Google is finally taking hardware serious and putting out a device that's probably on par with the Note or the Galaxy series from Samsung. So if we look at what's being reported and is possibly going to show up on the Pixel 6 series and the 6 Pro, we can start with the RAM. Now why that's so important is right now I'm using a Pixel 4 XL and it only has 4 gigs of RAM in it. Now what that means is with more RAM, hopefully the phone should work a little bit smoother and run a little bit faster overall. Also, I'm hearing some changes going on with the camera system. Google is finally upgrading their camera hardware inside these devices. The last time that they've upgraded this camera system was the Pixel 2 XL, which came out in 2017. Now reportedly with the new devices, they'll be sporting a new 50 megapixel wide sensor in addition to a 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor on the back. And then if you get the Pro version, then they'll also include a 48 megapixel telephoto lens. Google fortunately has been able to create great photos in the past, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with this brand new camera system. Video, but that remains to be seen. Also, it looks like the batteries are being updated this year. I mentioned earlier that I have a Pixel 4 XL, which has atrocious battery life, especially by today's standards. So I'm all for bigger batteries in phones. Google, please give me a device that will last all day. That's all I need. Give me a device that'll last all day. So next, let's talk about Tensor. Tensor is Google's chip that they custom designed and is being made by Samsung. Now the focus of this chip is apparently supposed to be AI and machine learning, and I gotta tell you, I'm here for it, okay? It's probably one of the main reasons that I prefer a Pixel device over my iPhone, because of all the smart features that come from machine learning and AI that the Pixel devices currently use. An example being the Google Assistant. So this new chip is supposed to allow for smarter features such as better computational photography and video. Yes, video. And then other smart features like better translation and smarter speech recognition. My hope is that it brings overall efficiency and smoothness to the Pixel series, which is something that Apple has done very well in the past with their iPhones. So imagine if Apple made a Pixel device. Next up is the design. So a couple months ago, Google started marketing the Pixel 6. It was leaked slightly before with the design of it, but Google is not playing around this year. They have been showing off this device for a couple of months. And at this point, not only have I gotten used to it, but I actually really like it. Think Pixel 4 meets Nexus device meets Daft Punk while also looking like a Note or a Galaxy. All of those things kind of went in a blender, and this is what you got. You got the Pixel 6. And I'm not mad at it. Now, it's finally nice to see a full bezel-less design with a flat display on the 6 and a slightly curved design on the 6 Pro. Now, the 6 is supposed to have a 90 Hz refresh rate on the display, while the Pro variant is supposed to have a 120 Hz display. And this should make for better scrolling and just overall the smoothness of the device. So congratulations, Google. Welcome to 2019. Now this year we're also supposed to see an in-display fingerprint sensor like they have on the Note or the Galaxy series. Even OnePlus is doing it. RIP solely. And I think that'll be helpful because right now most of us are still wearing masks. I have Face Unlock on my Pixel 4 XL and it is a little cumbersome to try to unlock it. It's not fully supported by all apps, so I'm all for bringing back a fingerprint scanner. And then lastly, it's supposed to launch with Android 12 out of the box. I've currently been using the beta for the past 3 or 4 months, but I really like the design. I like the overall aesthetic. I like the new widgets, the colors, that individual feel. Yeah, good job, Google. So next, let's talk about the price. Now, mind you, this is all speculation from rumors that are circulating that we just received recently. So take it with a grain of salt, but if they are true, I'm pretty excited about the price. Now, the Google Pixel 6 is supposed to retail for $749, while the Pro model will either be $1,049 or $1,099. Now, this was converted from pounds, so I don't know if that's actually what Google is going to launch it at, but I think this is a nice price if the devices are in fact premium like Google says that they are. This puts them right in line with the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And if they come in $50 cheaper than those devices, then they just might give them a leg up to sell more Pixels in 2021. Now, I will say the only caveat to that is that Google in the past has had the habit of pricing their devices slightly higher than what they should be for what you get. Prime example being the Pixel 5, which was not a bad phone from what I heard, but for the price, there were just better options that were available last year. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully these turn out to be great devices like Google is marketing them to be. And if that's the case, I have no problem spending my money on either one this year. All right, so hopefully we should see both of these devices very, very soon. In fact, John Prosser over at FPT, Front Page Tech, has been reporting that we could potentially see Google launch both devices on October 19th, while they would be available for wide release on the 28th. This means we're just a few weeks away, and trust me, they can't go by fast enough. Now, I'm still torn between which device I'm going to get, whether I get the regular 6 or the Pro model. I really like the colors that come on the 6, but from what I've read, these phones are going to be more than just different sizes. They're going to have different features and of course different hardware in them. So I'll wait for Google to make the official announcement with all the specs and confirm any of this stuff before making my final decision. But those are my thoughts on the Google Pixel 6. I am super excited for these to come out and I cannot wait. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you planning on buying one? What do you think of what the rumors are saying about this device? And if so, which version are you planning on picking up? But as always, please like and subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified of new videos every time a new one comes out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.